Public hearing and regular business meeting of the mayor and council for the city of Snellville, Georgia, Monday, October 25th, 21 to order. The time is 7:30. We do have a quorum present, but I did want to announce that Todd Warner has left after the work session. He had a medical issue and needed to go on home. And we'll start with our invocation by Reverend Dr. Joan Murray.
Thank you for the invitation to be with you. And I would like to acknowledge the first people of the Snellville area, the Muskegee and Cherokee, and also the watershed that serves water to us, Big Haynes Creek at Lenore Church Road, and all the people from all over the world who have helped make Snellville what it is today. If you'll bow your heads, I will read a poem as part of our prayer. It's by Mahmoud Darwish. And I invite all of us to look at our own lives that we might embody what is said. As you prepare your breakfast, think of others. Do not forget the pigeon's food. As you conduct your wars, think of others. Do not forget those who seek peace. As you pay your water bill, think of others, those who are nursed by clouds. As you return home to your home, think of others. Do not forget the people of the camps. As you sleep and count the stars, think of others, those who have nowhere to sleep. As you express yourself in metaphor, think of others, those who have lost the right to speak. As you think of others far away, think of yourself and say, if only I were a candle in the dark. May we all be a candle in the dark, and I ask for wisdom and courage and generosity as the council continues to serve the people of Snellville. Amen.
Thank you, Reverend Dr. Murray. And now we'll have the pledge to the flag led by Representative Rebecca Mitchell.
I pledge allegiance. Can you hear me okay? I'm feeling very tall. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Representative Mitchell. And now, under ceremonial matters, we will be administering the oath to the Snellville Youth Commission members. These are our new members for this year that are being inducted into the Youth Commission. If they could all come forward to the front, and then Christy's going to read the oath.
Okay. Well, actually, tonight we've invited 25 new members. If you could all just hang on, I'd like for you to have your moment to shine as you come on down. We've invited 25 members. 20 of those are new members, and 5 are returning members to the Snellville Youth Commission. They will officially tonight begin their journey as membership ambassadors, and these students have a unique opportunity to develop their leadership skills, and they will, of course, dive into our civic engagement curriculum. So we cannot wait for this journey, and actually we started it a couple of weeks ago, but tonight's the official one. Going back to 2016, this organization was born in 2016, and it was developed by me and with the encouragement and leadership of our then mayor, Tom Witz. Mayor Bender and our current city council members proudly continue to support SYC. It is absolutely essential to invest in our young people. The backbone of the Snellville Youth Commission is our all-volunteer adult advisory board, who offer their time, their talent, their expertise, their patience, their guidance to make this program an incredible success. So please take a minute to recognize these individuals who offer their amazing leadership to our students. Holly Donegan, please come on forward if you're here. Several are here. Charlene Fletcher. Marcus Huff. Angela Mahadi. Chris O'Donohue. Reggie Peace. Lisa Porter. And tonight, I would also like to introduce our brand new SYC Outreach Coordinator. I have worked with this young lady for, I think, about 15 years now. I have taught 2 of her children at South Gwinnett High School. She is an attorney, an educator, and just an amazing individual who is taking this program to an entirely different level. Natalie Brown Van. Okay, so now let's meet our future leaders. First, our returning members from Grayson High School, Bemi Adelaye. Shantia Fletcher, who will be serving as our student mayor this year. From Shiloh High School, Jasmine Klein. And Ruth Lance. And also returning member from South Gwinnett High School, Chloe Brown. And now for our brand new members. From Shiloh High School, Rebecca Aria. Hannah Aribe. Christian Bettis. Michelle Edwards. Hannah Elias. Kellis Herndon. Sing Kim. Kariah Lovett. Amira Moody. Hamilton Porter. Labella Rose Saunders. Anaya Smith. Tyler Trice. Bianca Warren. And now from South Gwinnett High School, Destiny Hill. Georgia Howard. Nargis Coco. Destiny Lewis. Kyla Peace. And Deanna Smith. Okay. Mayor Bender, will you now administer the oath to our new SYC students? Yes, love to.
I'll do it here at the podium since we have such a crowd. If you would all raise your right hand and then repeat after me. I state your name. Do solemnly affirm that I will faithfully perform the duties incumbent on me as a member of the Snellville Youth Commission, and that I will support uphold and defend the Constitution and laws of the state of Georgia and the laws and ordinances of the city of Snellville. You have all been sworn in, and congratulations. Can we all squeeze in? Do a couple rows so we can get a picture?
If everybody can move in as tight as possible. It's going to be really tight.
Can y'all squeeze in? Maybe do one more row, kind of.
One more row, please? No, that's okay. Okay, this will do. Look this way, please. Almost got it. Almost got it. I think we got it. Good.
You want to do one? Another? Okay.
Yes, he does. You didn't feel the earth? Yes, he does. I mean, not all of it.
And now we'll move on. Now we'll move on to the approval of the minutes. Is there a motion?
Motion to approve the minutes of October 11, 2021 meetings.
There's a motion to approve. Is there a second?
Second.
There's a motion and a second. All in favor, please raise your hand. That is 5 in favor and none opposed. Now, under invited guests, we have Mr. D.A. Williams and Dr. Alexis Williams from the South Gwinnett High School PTSA, President and Vice President. Welcome.
Greetings. Thank you. Greetings, Madam Mayor, Council. I bring you greetings with joy. It is such a blessing to see how the council, mayor, our parents are investing in our youth. And we're excited about the future of our Snellville Youth Council. My daughter also participated in the opportunities afforded her, and she is benefiting from your investment. So I say that to say thank you so much. My name is Mr. D.A. Williams. I'm the proud president of the South Gwinnett High School PTSA, and we are joined today by some wonderful youth, academic scholars. They're going to do something special on behalf of our council and our city. But one announcement I would like to make before they come forward is that we know how important it is to educate all of our youth on drug awareness and drug prevention. And as you know, the National Red Ribbon Week Week is coming up. It is October 25th through the 29th, and the PTSA is hosting a virtual Red Ribbon Week event, and we'd love to invite you to come. All those here under the sound of my voice, council, parents, and those assembled, we'd love to have you come. You can find out more about what we are doing for Red Ribbon Week either on Instagram or on Facebook. You can search for South Gwinnett High School PTSA and find more information about it. And so with that being said, I'm going to turn over and invite our Vice President here, Dr. Alexis Williams, to come forward at this time. Thank you so much.
Congratulations to our newest members of the Youth Leadership Council. We're excited about that. I wanted to introduce to you, because normally we have our PTSA student ambassadors here with us. Well, today we decided to introduce to our mayor and Snellville City Council members additional student leaders that we have housed under the umbrella called South Gwinnett High School. We have brought our South Gwinnett High School cheerleaders with us today to spread some awesome cheer. And this illustrious group is led by 3 veteran coaches. Our head coach is Coach Keys. Yes. And, with our veteran coaches, we have a combined coaching experience of approximately 15 years. Our South Gwinnett High School cheerleaders is comprised of 3 groups: our freshman team, our JV team, and our varsity team. And there's approximately 50 cheerleaders strong. We're very excited about what they do. And today, our varsity cheerleaders will be bringing some cheer to us. And just want to encourage you as the council to consider our PTSA cheerleaders, and because they're always looking ways to positively impact and to give back to our community. So keep our ladies in mind for your next community engagements and to spread positivity and cheer throughout our community. Without any further say or do, I present to some and introduce to others the South Gwinnett High School cheerleaders.
And a big thank you to our South Gwinnett cheerleaders. Everybody's all pepped up now, lots of energy in the room. Let's attack the rest of this meeting. We have no committee or department reports, so we'll move to the approval of the agenda. Is there a motion?
Motion to approve the agenda as presented.
There's a motion to approve the agenda. Is there a second?
Second.
There's a motion and a second. All in favor, please raise your hand. That is 5 in favor with none opposed. And now we'll move to our public hearing. We have item A, second reading, Annexation 21-02, LUP 21-05, and RZ 21-05. Consideration and recommendation on applications by Scenic Point LLC, the applicant, the Lillian Margine Mulder Trust, property owner, requesting number 1, annexation to the municipal boundary of the city of Snellville, Georgia. 2, to amend the Snellville 2040 Comprehensive Plan future land use map to commercial retail. 3, to amend the official zoning map to BG, General Business District. And 4, request for variances from the Unified Development Ordinance for the 8.93 plus or minus site tract located at 1498 Scenic Highway, Snellville, for a mixed retail commercial office subdivision development, tax parcel 5074007. Mr. Thompson.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Council. We've received a request from the applicant to postpone the hearing till November 8th to consider a revised site plan that reflects concerns that were expressed during the Planning Commission meeting in regards to buffer and access points.
Thank you, Mr. Thompson. Any questions of the council? And is there a motion?
Motion to postpone ANX 21-02, LUP 21-05, RZ 21-05 to the November 8th, 2021 meeting, to place it on the agenda on November 8th for a second reading and public hearing.
There's a motion to postpone. Is there a second?
Second.
I heard Dave talking first. So there's a motion and a second to postpone to November the 8th. All in favor, please raise your hand. That is 5 in favor with none opposed. So that's been postponed until November the 8th. Number 2, we have second reading UDO 21-01, consideration and recommendation on amendments to the text of the Unified Development Ordinance for the City of Snellville, Georgia, UDO, adopted 10/26/2020, to amend definitions, Article 2 of Chapter 100, General Provisions, Town Center Overlay District, Article 5, and Use Provisions, Article 6 of Chapter 200, Zoning and Land Use. Mr. Thompson.
Thank you, Mayor. Through the process of building the downtown or the town center, we've had our ordinances kind of put to the test, and after reviewing the Town Center Overlay District and the Town Center Mixed Use and Residential District, we found some places where there could be some improvement in the quality of the definitions and the application of the regulations. We've added a couple of storefront streets, Hugh Drive, and a portion of Oak Road that lies within the Town Center Overlay. We've reduced the single tenant use amount from 45,000 square feet to 10,000. We have also required that only properties that are 1/2 mile radius from the intersection of Oak and Clower shall require the minimum 2-story building height, which was once for the entire district, which is large and probably cumbersome for those businesses that aren't in the core. We've also applied a definition to what a mixed-use building's ground floor must maintain, and 80% of that must be retail, restaurant, or entertainment uses. Furthermore, to basically promote the use of mixed uses within the town center. And we've amended and added several uses to require SUPs and just outright removals of uses that we didn't feel were consistent with where we're trying to go with the town center overlay, and provided just a little more detail. And we've grandfathered these provisions based on zoning. Anyone that currently has the TCMU or TCR zoning, not applicable to a couple of these new codes as they were vested as part of their zoning. We don't want to cause any problems with any future development on basically just the one parcel across the street over here. And have any questions, I'd be glad to answer them.
Any questions for Mr. Thompson from council? Thank you, Jason.
Thank you.
This is a public hearing, so I will open the floor to public comment. You may come forward and state your name and address for the record, and address any comments that you have on the Unified Development Ordinance changes. Seeing no takers on the public hearing, I will close the floor to public comment and ask council for a motion.
Motion to approve UDO 21-01, the amendments to the text of the Unified Development Ordinance.
There is a motion to approve. Is there a second?
Second.
We'll let Christie have that one. So we have a motion and a second. Any comments by council?
No, I just want to compliment Jason and his department for following up on changes that need to be made for the benefit of the city.
Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem. With that, I will call the question. All in favor, please raise your hand. That is 5 in favor and none opposed. We have nothing under the consent agenda and no old business. We have new business item A, second reading, consideration and action on amendment to Article 2, Noise Control, Division 1 of the Code of Ordinances of the City of Snellville to be consistent with those of Gwinnett County, to repeal conflicting ordinances and for other purposes. This is a second reading. Does anyone want to talk about this one?
Yeah, I'll be happy to talk about it. We had a noise ordinance committee that consisted of Dave Emanuel, Solange DeStang, and myself, and we reviewed the existing noise ordinance that we had in Snellville, as well as we also looked at the Gwinnett County noise ordinance. We looked at ordinances for Duluth, Lilburn, and Suwanee, I believe. And in the end, we decided to do some updates to our own noise ordinance. We felt like getting in the weeds too much as far as some of the ordinances that specified the number of feet that an officer would have to measure noise or decibels and all that. We felt like we had the faith in our police department to enforce our ordinance in a fair way. Some of the things that we expanded on the definition for lawn maintenance equipment and expanded it to say lawn maintenance devices, including 2-cycle powered electric or battery devices. We changed the hours in which landscape maintenance devices can be operated. We changed it to 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Previously, the ordinance was 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. But our feeling as a group was that, especially on the longer spring and summer days when there's daylight, often until 9 o'clock, we felt like we wanted to be sure residents had the opportunity to do the lawn maintenance that they wanted to do to keep their homes looking good. We changed the pickup time for sanitation dumpsters. It's now not allowed between 10 p.m. and 6:30 a.m. and it was previously not allowed until 6 a.m. So we added 30 minutes there. In the section regarding vehicle mufflers, which sometimes we get complaints about loud cars, upon the recommendation of Chief Greg Perry, we are referencing state law in that area. It was felt that anything that we did that was more restrictive than state law could possibly result in legal challenges, and we wanted to avoid that. In the consumer fireworks section, this is fireworks, individuals use in their neighborhoods. We have referenced state law here, and we must allow fireworks on the days that they're allowed in state law. And so we have referenced state law, and we will follow whatever state law is on that. We added a section to allow for a temporary permit for somebody that feels that they need to produce noise for whatever reason that is in violation of this ordinance, and they will have to complete an application with the Snellville Police Department for a temporary permit that will not exceed 3 days. Previously, it was 15 days in our ordinance, and so we dropped that to just 3 days. So that's a summary of basically what we have changed.
Thank you, Gretchen. And I will entertain a motion.
Why am I not getting that on? Motion to approve the amendments to Article 2 Noise Ordinance, Division 1 of the Code of Ordinances.
There's a motion to approve. Is there a second?
Second.
I'll take Dave on that one. He was louder, at least. So we have a motion and a second. Any other council members wish to make a comment? Then I will call the question. All in favor, please raise your hand. That is 5 in favor and none opposed. And that is all of our business for the evening, so we'll move to council reports, and we'll start with Councilmember Solange Destang.
Hi, good evening, everyone. I'm so glad you were able to join us tonight, whether it be in person or for those at home. I want to give a special thank you, or a special shout out, I should say, to Councilmember Lansky for guiding our youth in becoming future leaders of our city. You do an outstanding job with them, and I can't wait to see where life will lead them. Thank you also to South Gwinnett High School cheerleaders for entertaining us tonight. Just know that I'm a very proud Comet staff member and want to see more of you at our future meetings. I want to do just a quick reminder that our early voting has ended and that the municipal election day will take place on Tuesday, November 2nd, from 7 a.m.
It's still going on this week.
Oh, yes, but, okay, so this will be the last week of the early voting, and that the municipal election day itself will take place on Tuesday, November 2nd, from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. in the City Hall Community Room. We also will be holding a Snellville Veterans Day celebration on November 11 at 3 p.m. at the Veterans Memorial. And that will be my council report for tonight. Get home safe and see you guys again in 2 weeks.
Thank you, Solange. Councilmember Linsky.
Congratulations again to my new members of the Snellville Youth Commission. Look forward to continuing our journey. This is the largest group of students that we have had since 2017, of course, COVID. So we're really working hard to rebuild our organization and doing so with great success. Just a reminder for Friday evening, I hope to see all of you at Brookwood High School, what is enemy territory to us for South Gwinnett. South Gwinnett takes on Brookwood. The Battle of Snellville. The Mayor's Trophy will be awarded at the end of the night, hopefully back to South Gwinnett High School. So 7:30, it is supposed to get colder outside this week, so be sure you get your warm clothing ready to go for Friday evening. And again, early voting, as Solange said, continues on this week, 9 a.m. to 5. Friday, however, is the last day for early voting. And then your other option, of course, is on Election Day, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Tuesday, November 2nd, 1 week from tomorrow. Wow, time is flying. It's almost November already. And thank you all for coming out tonight, and be safe going home.
Thank you, Christy. Councilmember Schultz.
Okay, y'all, I need a drum roll. With Kelly McAloon's okay, I'm sharing with you tonight the 2021 Snellville Christmas tree ornament. And many of you will remember the very old large oak tree that was at Snellville Oaks Shopping Plaza that was overhanging Highway 78, which had to be taken down by Georgia DOT because it was not in good shape anymore. Well, I should say STAT has an ornament with the Snellville oak tree on it this year. And there's several people that have been part of the team that developed this ornament this year. First of all, I think Dave Emanuel took a photo of the tree, correct? And then Kathy Emanuel took that photo and added her artistic skills to it to develop the tree for the ornament. The ornament was actually made by a gentleman in Suwanee, so it is a locally produced ornament. And let's see, is there anybody else I have to say? Well, Kurt added the little screw eyes, and Kurt and I did the twine today. So they are going to be available at the November 6th Snellville Farmers Market. They'll be priced at $10 each. STAT is really not making any money on it. They're just selling them basically at their cost. I didn't say on the back, it says Merry Christmas 2021, Experience Snellville Tourism and Trade. They'll also be available at the November 27th Christmas tree lighting, and I believe at the desk here in City Hall on the first floor, as soon as Kelly gets boxes for them. She insists on having boxes with a window on the box so they will pop. So, yeah, never heard that before. On a more somber note, I want to thank some people that helped us at the farmers market on Saturday. We had a customer that experienced a medical emergency. We of course called 911, but before the EMTs arrived, we had two Snellville police officers respond right away. They were Officers Moore and Mayfield. They helped us a lot to get the ambulance onto the green. We had one of our vendors. Her name's Kathy. She's from Two Scoops of Sugar, one of our baked good vendors. She's a nurse with 40 years of experience as a nurse, and she rushed over immediately and rendered aid as she could until the EMTs arrived. It was a distressing day, but I did want to thank those people that helped us on the scene. You never know what you'll face sometimes at one of our farmers markets, and we did our best to handle it as quickly as we could. So thanks to those that helped us that day.
Thank you, Gretchen, and Mayor Pro Tem Emanuel.
I also want to add my congratulations to Christy for doing an outstanding job for I don't know how many years, but it's been a long time, and she's always been on top of the Youth Commission and doing everything she can to make it successful. And I think that shows because it's been tremendously successful. So I think you have all of our appreciation, and congratulations for such a great job. We're coming up on Thanksgiving, and that means some people will have food problems. We have Give Hunger the Boot in Snellville to precisely address those issues. We have a bin out in the lobby where you can drop off food donations. There's a box at the front desk where you can drop off financial donations. And just keep in mind that for some people, food insecurity is a 24/7, 365 situation. And sometimes in communities like Snellville, you lose sight of that fact because I don't know anybody personally who's having issues. And a lot of people don't, but a lot of people have those issues. So anything you can do to help, everything goes to the Southeast Gwinnett Co-op, and they do an outstanding job of helping local residents. So it all stays locally. And lastly, Kelly McAloon, our director of STAT, who was always making things pop, apparently made her hip pop, and she's having to have surgery. So just keep her in your thoughts and send her some good vibes that she comes through the surgery fine. I'm sure she will, but I'm sure she'd like everybody wishing her well, so she has a quick and complete recovery. And that'll do it. Have a good, safe drive home. And don't speed by the school.
Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem. And I won't add anything additional in the council reports, but I did have it on my list to talk about Kelly McAloon and just ask for prayers for her as she goes having her surgery done on Thursday. And with that, I will open the floor to public comment. Anyone who would like to speak about any issue in the city, please come forward. State your name and address for the record.
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Kurt Schultz, 2027 Tanglewood Drive. I would grudgingly like to congratulate Christy Linsky's alma mater, who defeated Penn State, Gretchen and I's alma mater, in 9 overtimes. What an embarrassment, but congratulations.
It's the University of Illinois. You can say it out loud.
Hi, Mayor and Council. Matt Yarbrough, 4778 Pastry Lane in the city of Ackworth. I serve as the Director of Outreach for Congresswoman Carolyn Bordeaux. Just wanted to highlight 2 quick things. I know you guys are starting to get more and more ARPA guidance from the federal government. Several of the cities and counties have reached out to us to go back to Treasury with specific projects to get them vetted and approved so they can go ahead and start moving forward with them. If there are specific projects that you guys would like some sort of clearance from Treasury, if they aren't quite within the guidance, do let us know. Additionally, the Georgia Municipal Association and our office are planning a summit about all the ARPA funds for December 11th. It'll be a Saturday at GJAC. You guys will all be getting an invitation and guidance about that event probably right after the municipal elections, and we're clear of the results of those. But be on the lookout for December 11th to come out and join all the Gwinnett municipalities to talk further about these funds. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Matt, do you mind, if you've got some cards? Yeah, after, thank you.
Rebecca Mitchell, 3332 Crossing Drive in Snellville. And I just wanted to take the opportunity to remind everyone here that we have, as of tomorrow, everyone who is 6 months past their first series of vaccine is eligible for a booster if they had the mRNA vaccines, if they are 65 or older, or live in long-term care, have underlying medical conditions, or work or live in a high-risk setting. So that is a whole lot of folks who could go out and get their boosters starting tomorrow, as well anyone who received the J&J vaccine. Everyone there, 18 and up, is eligible for a booster if they're 2 months past their vaccine. And the boosters for the mRNA vaccines are 18 plus. But just so everyone is aware that boosters seem to be something that can really have an impact on transmission. So I just want everyone to be aware they can go out and get one.
Rebecca, did you say on the J&J one, is it anybody?
Yes, so J&J, everyone, 18 plus.
Okay.
And the other one is everyone 18 plus who work or live in a high-risk setting. So that is also, it is left to the individual to find their own risk.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
I appreciate that. Anyone else?
Good evening. Hi, my name is Vicki Warren, 2242 West Ridge Drive in Snellville. Okay. And as the holiday is approaching, I would like to address the Christmas decorations that are hung throughout our city. I noticed that from year to year, most of the decorations are hung along the scenic highway business corridor. And we enjoy them. I think they're lovely. I think they add a special festive and cheerful atmosphere in our neighborhood. However, most of the businesses on the west end of Snellville, like where McDonald's, Captain D's, the Gwinnett Clinic, the neighborhood Walmart, they usually don't get those decorations hung along that end. And what I would like to see is maybe instead of the decorations being hung on every pole along the scenic highway business corridor, maybe we could space them out, like every 2 or 3 poles or 3 or 4 poles, so that there are enough of the decorations to go from one end of Snellville to the other end of our city and cover a lot more of those businesses. Because after all, we are Snellville, where everybody is proud to be somebody. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
We have a lot of takers tonight. Oh.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. My name's Gabe Bruce, 1710 Woodbury Run Drive in Snellville. I'm here tonight as a Gwinnett County Master Gardener to propose a beautification project for the roundabouts at Forest and Ridgedale Roads and Forest and North Roads in the city of Snellville. After the recent town hall meeting held by the County District 3 Commissioner Jasper Watkins that was held here in Snellville City Hall, I had the opportunity to speak with Gwinnett County Transportation Director Louis Cooksey and Snellville Council Member Gretchen Schultz. The three of us discussed the possibility of a county-city partnership to better improve the aesthetics of the 2 roundabouts in the city that have been added in the past few years with the support of Gwinnett County Master Gardeners. This afternoon, I took these pictures of the 2 roundabouts. Is there an overhead?
I don't know if that, is there an overhead projector? Yeah. Maybe just,
Okay.
it's gonna take a little while to warm that up.
Okay, and as you can see, they're pretty bland. I'm inquiring if there is an interest by the council to pursue a beautification project for these roundabouts to make them more aesthetically pleasing. And I've got some pictures. They're just concept ideas of some possibilities of how a beautification project could transform the look and feel of the current roundabout landscaping. That's one possibility. These I got off of Pinterest. This one obviously wouldn't have a fountain in it, but perhaps a nice aesthetic evergreen tree. My proposal is therefore to be a county-city partnership for the beautification of the roundabouts, with the city agreeing to maintain the roundabouts with support from the Gwinnett County Master Gardeners. Landscaping would be designed to be low maintenance with a variety of hardy, drought-tolerant perennials. I've spoken with some master gardeners, including some who are heavily involved with the Snellville Community Garden. They've indicated that they would be willing to help plant and possibly support city maintenance of the roundabout beautification efforts. If the city is interested in pursuing this project, I would need a designated council member to coordinate efforts with, and I would need to present this concept idea to the Gwinnett County Master Gardeners Association to be a certified GCMGA project where master gardeners could get volunteer hour credit for their efforts and possibly apply for grant funding. And please note that this is just an initial idea and planning stage, and I thank you for your consideration.
Thank you, Mrs. Bruce. We appreciate that. Can you send us your ideas on that,
Sure.
or leave those with us?
I'll be glad to.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Anyone else? Seeing none, then I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
There's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
There's a motion and a second. All in favor, raise your hand. That is 5 in favor and none opposed. The time's 8:20.